All right, crowd, here we go. Let's get him home. Come on, make some noise. Call him out.
It's okay if you throw up afterwards,
Oh,
Titus.
new rule, you gotta eat the box?
We just eat it?
No. Everybody that's about to eat Peeps, I need to see you jumping up and down right now. Jump, 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 jump. Make some noise for them, guys. Here we go. Start eating your Peeps. 3, 2, 1. Eat them up.
Go, man. Oh, yeah!
Peeps.
My name is Karen Lenhart. I've lived in Fruita for 33 years, and I was the first recreation director for the city of Fruita. Can I help you? Thank you. Okay. In May, the Fruita community celebrated Mike the Headless Chicken Festival, which honors a chicken named Mike, who back in the 40s had his head cut off, but actually lived for 18 months. So back in 1998, Fruita was a different community than it is now. There was a controversy about a rail car that involved the Chamber of Commerce, the city, the community didn't want the rail car to be downtown. It all was pretty silly. At the time of the rail car, I was at our local Rotary meeting, and one of our members, who is always telling stories, and I never know whether to believe him or not, he was talking about Mike the Headless Chicken. And I absolutely did not believe him. Well, the next week at our meeting, he shows up and hands me a Fruita Times from back in that 1940s time that had a picture of Mike on the front cover. And I could not believe it. And there it was right in front of me, and it was a true story.
Yeah, it did happen. I know for a fact. I'm the grandson or great-grandson of Lloyd and Clara Olson, the owners of the Headless Chicken. And setting up my house, locked up in my gun safe, is all the proof in the world. Grandma's scrapbook of all the original photos, Life magazine, Time magazine, and all the big packet of letters of some of the hate mail they got and the fun mail they got back when it was all happening.
Yeah, Karen Lenhart asked me if I had heard about it, and I said no. Is that what they tell new people coming to Fruita? Is it like a snipe hunt? And she said, no, it's real.
Back in the 40s, they farmed in Fruita. They would raise fryer chickens for sale, and they were slaughtering 40, 50 chickens that they would kill and clean and take into Fruita to sell. And they get down at the end of the pile, and there's still one alive running around without a head. And Grandpa threw it in an apple box and decided to see how long it'd live, and I'll be damned, it still wasn't alive next morning.
So I thought something like that crazy local story has got to be something that we could use to help unite our community and maybe be thinking something, other than the rail car, something positive.
I go by Sedge for my artwork, and I am the official Mike the Headless Chicken portrait artist. Ask anybody. I have it everywhere, on my cards, on my signs, because I've done it for so many years, and I'm proud of it, because my art's seen all over the world through Mike. The first festival was a tub of beer, a guitar player, and a food tent that the seniors did. The wind came up and blew the tent down, so a lot of us didn't get to eat.
I knew someone that had chickens, so they brought a couple of chickens in a cage, but it was so windy that day they didn't get out from under the table. So, but it was fun, and it was just fun to see people out and just having a good time and not worried about other silly things that were going on in the community.
So we have some of our myths debunked, the story of how the festival came to be, as well as the story of Mike himself and some letters to Mike. The Waters family was generous enough to show us some of their family scrapbook, which we're really excited about. So hopefully we'll add more in the future, but we got a good start. We have a submission form on the website, and I'd say 3 to 5 times a week someone says, "Is this real?" And I'm like, actually it is. I know it sounds crazy, but this is real.
Yes, it is.
And we do have a festival. You can come visit.
Well, the rail car finally landed over by our state park. It was purchased by a local artist and is now housing a great art studio. So it really has found a great home and still remains in Fruita. Well, the one thing I've learned is relationships are the utmost important, and to build and get to keep a healthy community, that we are all part of the community. It doesn't matter how long you've lived here, how much money you have, where you live in the community. That's really the most important part, and we get our power from that. I mean, I've always said that we can do things here in Fruita that can't happen anywhere else, and I still believe that. And yeah, it ties in and really goes back to Mike and his will to live, his perseverance, and that's really, I think that's the energy that Fruita has.